Hello, welcome to Life as It Is with Dora Middleton. I would like to start my broadcast off talking about dating and why it's so hard for us as a black woman to find a man. The questions that we have is why it's like we've basically been blackballed as a black woman. I've held quite a few conversations with different people, and I've gotten all types of feedback regarding black women and dating black women. For some reason, they have it out there as if they're saying that we're hard to get along with, that we've even been called too independent. We've been called ghetto. We've been called unattractive. We've been called loud. We've been called uneducated. We've been called materialistic. We've been called gold diggers. We have been called everything but our names. And I'm here to say none of that is true. Okay? I know there's good and bad women in all different race of people, but when it comes to us, it's like we are looked upon like we're just not marriage material. We're not someone that men would like to spend the rest of their life with. My question is, why is it that our black men feel the need to downgrade us, to degrade us, to make it seem like we're nothing? You came from a black woman. You have black aunts. Your grandmother was black. You have black daughters. Why is it that you feel the need to want any and everything but us? I've been told by friends of mine that happen to be a different race that their friends that are black males that's in interracial relationships or married another race of woman, they come and they say all kinds of things, some of the things that I mentioned at the beginning about black women. I've even had some of these guys say, I don't understand why black men have such a problem with their own women when, you came from a black woman. And if you feel this way about black women, how do you feel about your mom? How do you feel about your children, your daughters? If this is the way that you're feeling. When we're dating as a black woman, we give that relationship our all. We take care of home. We take care of children. We take care of our man. But we get no credit anywhere. It's like after we do all of that, after we mold this man into the man that he should be, he takes all of that work and he goes and he's with someone else after we have made him into what he is. We've shown him what a good woman is and how to be a good man. And then the man would leave and go be that good man with someone other than a good black woman. Why is it that we are called gold diggers just for knowing our worth? Why is it that, why do you feel that we're gold diggers? Because we like nice things? You hear a lot of men saying, oh, all they want is designer purses, designer shoes, diamond jewelry. Is that something that the other race of women don't want? If we're going to get on that subject, there's athletes that's married to other women that's of a different race, and when they had a little argument, this woman went in the store and bought millions of dollars worth of jewelry to make herself feel good after the argument that they had. Why is it that our black men, everything that they say they have a problem with when it comes to their black women, to us, they are okay with it when it's other women? It's okay as long as their money isn't being spent or given to a black woman. And I will say, a black woman will be with you. If you don't have a roof over your head or a pot to piss in, she's going to be there. She's going to stand by you. She's going to be there to help you get wherever you need to be. She's going to have your back and love you unconditionally, even though you're not doing the same for her. Why is that? I've been trying to grasp what's going on with that situation. I don't believe you're a gold digger because you like good, nice things. And if this is the woman that you love and this is the woman that you care about, why would you even have a problem with giving her anything? You give it to everyone else. Why is it that as a black man, you decide you want to go off and marry someone else that's not black when you get money? But when you were broke and you didn't have a job, or before you got in the NFL or NBA or became a baseball player, you didn't have anything. But these black women were with you all when you didn't have anything. But when you go get all of the money, all of the fame, all of the success, you turn your back on her and make comments about her in public about how she's nothing and she doesn't have anything. She's after your money. But turn around and marry someone, which I'm not going. Here's the thing. I'm not here to bash any race of woman. What I'm talking about is I'm just trying to figure out, where are we going wrong as with black women and black men, relationships, marriages. Where are we going wrong to where they feel they have to go and date everything but us? And why they, in doing so, why do they feel the need to have to criticize us? I mean, if you don't want to be with us, we get it. We're not trying to force you to be with us. But what we would like for you all to do is respect us. Don't disrespect us. You don't have to disrespect a black woman and down her in public and say all these things about a black woman just to make whatever race of woman that you're with feel better. It's like you all feel as if you have to degrade us to put this other woman that's another race on a pedestal. You don't have to do that. You can give her her pedestal and you can just leave us alone. You don't have to badmouth black women. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to say black women are jealous because your woman or your wife is beautiful, and you don't have to do all that. Be with who you want to be with. Live your best life. Live happy. Just let us live happy too. Stop going behind our backs and telling the opposite race of men, oh, you don't want to be with them. They're why would you marry them? They're not what you're looking for. They're not good. They're not good women, because you're lying. You're lying. This goes way back with black women. Black women, we've been there for our men. We've fought. We've protected our men. At whatever cost, a black woman will protect her man. But why is it that her man isn't willing to protect her? Why is it that her man isn't willing to stand by her? I've also noticed to where if a black woman decides she's having a little bit of a off day and she might not want to put on the makeup and the sexy outfits, she just might want to throw on a pair of jeans and just say a pair of flats, put her hair up in a ponytail. I've heard our men say, "Oh, look at her, she's looking tacky. Oh, she don't care shit about herself." She don't care shit about herself? Why would he think that women don't care about themselves because they want to dress down? It's like we can't have an off day to where we just want to be plain Jane. We can't have an off day to where we just want to relax, because that's a problem. God forbid if a black woman shows up and her nails haven't been polished and they're just plain, or her toes aren't done, then she's trifling. This is what they say about a black woman. She's trifling. Her nails aren't done, her feet aren't done. Really? What's trifling about deciding that you just want clean nails and no polish, no nothing? You just want to relax. This is not right. It's not right. And we shouldn't have to we deal with this every day, on an everyday basis, from other races. But why are we dealing with this with our own men? Why are they flaunting other women in front of us, trying to break the spirit of black women? But even though it's not going to be done that way, because we are proud to be a black woman. We love every bit of our blackness from head to toe. We love every shade of us. We love our size. We love everything that God gave us, even though society says it's ugly. Not only does society say it's ugly, society has gotten it to where our men think it's ugly. And that's a big problem in the world today. You have black men putting black women against each other. Oh, if you're not light skinned, I don't want you. Oh, you're too dark. Oh, you're a darkie. Oh, your hair isn't long enough. Your hair isn't straight enough. Come on now. Have you looked in the mirror at yourself? We are the same. But it makes you feel like you have gotten a piece of the forbidden fruit when you're with a different race of woman. It makes you stick your chest out and walk proud, when you should be willing to stick your chest out and walk proud with the black woman, because a black woman brought you here. That is something that we really need to address as a race. Why is it that you feel you're just so unhappy when it comes to being with a black woman, considering you're a black man? I'm not saying you shouldn't date out of your race. I'm saying if you have to go over to a different part of that grass, okay, and get a different race of man, if he's treating you well and he's respecting you and giving you everything you need and desire, the love, the friendship, then by all means you run over there and you get that man. But I think a lot of us as black women don't want to cross over into dating outside of their race because they feel there's an obligation to a black man to date within our own race. And I happen to think that a lot of us are missing out on a good man because we're waiting on a man that obviously does not want us. We're waiting here. We're 50, 60 years old, and we haven't been married because why? We've decided to turn down all of the proposals and the friendships and whatever it may have been from the opposite race because we felt we were obligated to be that strong woman, that strong black woman for that strong black man. But that strong black man decided to go be that strong black man on the arms of another woman of a different race. We can be in a store. You know, I've been sitting in my car and I just look at this. I mean, I watch my surroundings either way. I notice no matter how old women are, what I have noticed about females in general, when you see a Caucasian woman or any other race of woman, they have a man. Even young, even if they're in high school, you see them hand in hand with their man. When you see a black woman, she's single. You see this mom with her children, with her friends. You even see her sometimes with her parents. Where is that strong black man? Where are you at? This strong black woman, all of these strong black women thought you were going to be our strong black man for our children, but you decided to be the strong black man for some other woman, some other race of woman, and their children. I think that we are cheating ourselves as a black woman. We're cheating ourselves and we're missing out on good men. Because we're made to feel bad about ourselves if we even try to go out with a different man of a different race. Because those same men that are married to a white woman or a Hispanic woman or a Chinese woman, whomever he's married to, he has the nerve to try to look down on a black woman if he sees her walk into a place on the arm of another man that's not black. That's when it really gets real. That's when you're waiting to be seated and you hear the man, oh, this bitch think that everything, oh, you think is better on the other side? Oh, and I can speak from experience. That's exactly what they say. Oh, she's with that white man. Oh, we ain't good enough. Oh, no, we never said you weren't good enough. You said we weren't good enough. You all chose not to be with us. You ran and got everything that was absolutely not black. You went and got everything that was as close to white as you could get, or close to anything as long as it wasn't black. I think that a lot of us have complex problems. I think a lot of us have problems acknowledging who we are as a race. But I've never been that person. I've always been the woman that loved me. I love me. If you don't love yourself, no one else can love you. If you're not capable of loving yourself, no one else will ever love you. But I love myself. My self-esteem is through the roof. There's nothing a man could say or do that's going to make me feel bad about myself because I know my worth. I'm a very strong black woman. And any man, whether black, white, yellow, pink, blue, that gets me, he better know he has a strong black woman. Okay? A very strong black woman. And I think when it comes to our black men, they feel we like to argue because we're just trying to get our point across. They're not willing to listen to us. So they say that we like to argue when we're not trying to argue. We're just trying to have a discussion. But to them, since we're not obeying, since we're not being controlled, then we like to argue. We don't like to listen. No, sir, that's not it. We want to be heard. We want to be heard as a black woman. And no one wants to give us the platform to be heard. We're always, they want us to be quiet. Don't speak. Just go sit in a corner. Oh, no, that's not us. I know it's not me. And I would hope that it's none of you that's listening to this podcast. We as black women need to continue to stay strong. Don't get discouraged. There's good men out there, But give yourself the chance to meet that good man. Be open to dating someone, even if he's not black. Be open to that, because if you're not open to that, you're going to find yourself 60 years old alone. Okay? Don't let anyone make you think that you're doing something bad because you want to date someone other than a black man, because the black men have not, does it look like they are having any issues dating anyone that's not us? And they shouldn't. You love who you love, you want who you want. And I've always stood behind that. If you see something in a different race that's appealing to you, if this man treats you well and he respects you and he knows that he has a good woman and he knows what he has to do to keep a good woman, how he has to treat you, and if that man just happens to be a different race, oh, so what? Then you be with that man. That's the man you be with. And you don't let society have you thinking you're doing something wrong. You do not allow a black man to have you thinking that you're doing something wrong. You do what's right for you. And in saying that, I need to take a quick break and I will be back. Hello and welcome back to Life as It Is with me, Dora Middleton. And I was having a discussion here with you all about dating while being a black woman. I left off where I was talking about if you find something good in a different man of another race, then you should go for it. And I stand by that. I want to touch base on why is it so upsetting to the other race of women for us being a black woman, of course, dating their men. And I can only speak from experience, and because I have gone out on dates and hung out trying to get to know different people. And what I have noticed is, just say if you go to the restaurant, you're waiting to be seated. When they finally do seat you at your table, you are looked at like you are committing the biggest crime out there. I mean, I can tell you times where the Caucasian women, if they huffed or puffed, they probably would have set everything on fire in the restaurant, because I was with their white man, and I'm a black woman. I have really noticed a lot that Caucasian women really don't want us with their men. They don't like it. They do whatever they can to prevent that, is what I found out as well. And it's crazy because they can parade around with ours and we're okay with it. I see it and don't see it. That's their relationship. Do you be happy? So why do you find the need to try to interfere with a white man, one of you all's men being with one of us, a black woman? And it's not just with white women. I've experienced that with Indian women. I went out and had a drink with someone, and she stood at that table and looked at us both like she wanted to kill us. And then turned around and asked, are you waiting for someone else? He said, no, ma'am, I'm not. You're sure you're not waiting for anyone else? He said, ma'am, I'm with who I'm supposed to be with. Can you take our order? Oh, and she was heated. I'm thinking, okay, was she thinking it was a woman of his race coming in there and I was just his friend, or I don't know what she thought it was, but she was not happy. And so it's just not white women that has a problem with some white women. I'm not going to say all of them, just some white women and some Indian women, some Hispanic women, just other race of women in general don't want their men with us, with black women. It's like we're the black sheep of everything, is what it seems like. We have our own men trying to degrade us. We have other women looking down on us like we don't deserve to be with their men, but yet you're snatching up all of ours. but yet you want your cake and you want to eat it too. You want our men, but you all want access to have yours. So I guess when you want them to come back after you're finished with ours, you can snatch yours up. But it doesn't work like that. If you are okay going out and dating, being in an interracial relationship with a black man, you need to be okay with your man being in a relationship with a black woman. Get out of your feelings, okay? Stop being angry. Stop refusing service. Stop whispering. Just be okay with it and let us all live our best life. Let us all be happy. We're being hated on from every angle. First, we're told that our features aren't beautiful, but people are paying a lot of money to get what we were born with. These full lips, the big ass, the big breast, the curves. But yet we were called ugly. And still called ugly because of our features. But yet every race of women out there, these women are going and they're purchasing this. They're purchasing everything. They're remaking everything about them just to get what we were born with. But yet we are the ugly ones, is what they say. And the thing is, as a black woman, I don't need to be validated. I don't need anyone to tell me anything because I know what I'm worth. I know what I'm capable of. I know what I can bring to the table. I know what I'm willing to accept and what I'm willing to not accept. I'm independent. I'm outspoken. I'm real. And a lot of men don't know how to deal with that. Anytime a man tells you you're too independent, that's a problem. How can you be too independent? What exactly are you looking for? Someone needy? And I've asked men that question, and you know what they've told me? Yeah, we want you to be somewhat needy so we can feel wanted. So you want me to be less than what I am so that you can feel like I want you. Then you're insecure. I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that. If you can't deal with me being a strong black woman, don't deal with me. Because I'm not going to pretend to be needy so that you can save me when I don't need to be saved. Okay? I'm not out here needing to be saved by any man. And men need to understand that. There is a lot of strong women out there. And I really want to touch on women and self-esteem. Ladies, we need to get that self-esteem to where it needs to be. You need to love yourself. Love everything about yourself. Don't allow people to make you feel less than what you are. Hold your head up. You don't have to be, as I've always stated, you don't have to be a size 2. You can be a size 22. You can be a size 26. You can be a size 30. Whatever you are, just know you're beautiful. Look at yourself and say, I know I am beautiful. I don't need anyone to validate me. If you're running around here and you need a man to tell you how beautiful you are and sexy and this, then do you need that to be proven to you? Is that the only way you're going to believe that is if someone is telling you that? I don't need anyone to tell me that because I know that. As I said it before, my self-esteem is through the roof. And I'll tell you, you're talking to a good woman. So let's see if you know what to do to keep her. Because if you don't, then honey, I'm gone. I'm not, trust me when I say I'm not wasting my time. We as black women have wasted too much of our time on the wrong thing and the wrong person. No more. We're not willing to do that anymore. But what we are calling out for is respect. Respect from our own people and respect from everyone else. Because as a black woman, we get no respect whatsoever. We are even being hated on for wanting to embrace our natural hair. I love my natural hair. I wouldn't change a thing about it. I love it, every strand of it. But we're told that no, we don't want this in the workplace. What do you recommend we bring to the workplace? Straight hair? Blonde hair? What do you want us to do? You don't want us to be ourselves. We can't be ourselves. Why can't we be natural? Why can't you all allow us to embrace this, what we are, our natural state? Why do we have to turn ourselves into what society wants us to be? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to continue being my beautiful natural self. We're phenomenal. And we all need to learn to embrace that. We've got to learn that we shouldn't allow other people to break us down. Don't allow people to make us feel like they're better than us. I don't feel like that, but I know it's a lot of women out there that does allow people to make them feel that way. And I'm not one of them. And I do know every podcast I do, I'm pretty sure someone feels like I dare her say the things that she's saying. Well, you might as well keep saying you dare me, because I'm going to keep doing it as long as I'm doing these podcasts, and I'm not going to bite my tongue. I'm not going to tiptoe around any subject. I'm going to talk about anything and everything that needs to be talked about. So yes, I do have a problem with the way Black women are treated by our men, by other men, by just society in general. Can we relate to anything? Even when you look at the commercials, they have all these I call them their little sexy perfume commercials. Even their makeup commercials. They really don't use a lot of dark women. They don't use, it's almost like they try to keep the women as light or as close to white or any other color than actually black. When can we get something that we can relate to? When can we even get a TV show that sticks, that they don't cancel even when it's doing better than any show out there? When are they going to allow us to keep these shows so that we can have something to relate to when we watch television? All we see is what society feels is beautiful, and that's anything and everything but us. We don't see us on television that much. And when we do, we're portrayed as women that's always in a bad relationship, never happy, always angry. Take a single mother, unmarried. Come on, people. Why are we always the ones to be singled out to be this type of woman? Why can't we be happy? Why can't you show that a lot of us come from a 2-parent home like I did? My parents worked hard, lived a good life, and raised us well. Why can't you show all of the good aspects of Black families? Why do you have to bring the Black family down to where in these shows and in these TV shows and these movies, you bring us down like we're nothing? We always have to be unhappy. I wanted to turn on the television and finally see a movie or a television show where that there's the husband and the wife, their children graduate out of college, their kids weren't on drugs in the movie or in the show. Why can't we get this? Why do we always have to be the prostitute or they cast us for the other woman? Why do we have to be the other woman? Why can't we just be the one? Why can't we just be that woman? it's like we have to prove things so much harder. It's so much harder for us to prove ourselves to society or people, period, because they feel that we're worth nothing as a black woman. But I'm here to tell you, oh, we're worth a lot. We are just a bunch of precious, precious jewels. I mean, I love my fellow black women. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I have a problem with any other women, but I embrace my women, my black woman, because we're all fighting the same battle. We are all fighting the same battle. Now, if you're the woman that society says you should be, like the size 2 and the lighter skin with the Brazilian hair, then that's something different. They're closer to, they might get on the arm of someone because they're almost looking like they can cross over to a different race. They're not black. Let's see you all put a real black woman on your arm. And I'm not saying light-skinned women aren't real black women. I'm saying, why is it that when we're natural, we're a darker complexion or whatever we might be, why are we made to think that why do they try to make us think that we're not beautiful? And why do you hear a lot, and I read these articles where these women go to these concerts, these younger women go to clubs, and they're told by security, oh, this artist said he don't want the darkies. He doesn't want the darkies in VIP. What is the darkies? You want the ones that are going to run through you and run through your money and run through your friends and take from you until you have nothing. And guess where you're going to end up going? You're going to seek out that darkie that you didn't want. But you're going to come to her all damaged, all screwed up in the head, and you're going to want her to accept you. And what I'm saying to any woman that happens to, honey, close your door. Turn your back and let him know, no, honey, you had your chance. Keep it moving. Don't allow anyone to come to you damaged. Don't allow them to come to you when they had the chance to come to you before and they chose the opposite. They chose what society is making them think they need. Someone that is not a true black woman. Someone that society feels we're not good enough. All of us natural, dark and brown women, we're not good enough in society's eyes. But I'm here to tell you, we're the best you're gonna get. I mean, we are the best. Okay, we're beautiful, we're intelligent, and we don't take anyone's shit. And that's probably half of the problem right there, because we don't allow stupidity. You understand? We don't allow ignorance. And when we speak up about it, then we're angry. We become the angry black woman. Everyone's eyes are bucked. Oh, she's angry. Look at them. They're angry. When we're just having a conversation with someone, but we're angry if we disagree with something. So we're going to always be known as the angry black woman. And we're not angry. I'm happy. I'm the happiest you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? I'm just me and my happy self. Anyone that knows me knows I love me. I love everything about me. I'm just as happy as I can be. But I just don't like how black women are portrayed. But it's society. We allow society, the media, we allow magazines to tell us how we're supposed to be, how we're supposed to look. They try to change us. And all of us that's standing here saying we will not allow you to change us, then we become the angry black woman. We're the black sheep. That's basically how they're trying to make it seem. But as I stated before, any woman that listens to this, and every woman that listens to this message here, just love yourself. Don't allow anyone to have you doubting anything that you can do. Just always stay positive within yourself and know I can do whatever it is I want to do. I can achieve whatever it is I want to achieve. And society will not tell me what I am, okay? Or what I'm going to be. So as long as you have that, go on with your life and live your best life, honey. Just always know it's okay. You can cross over and find that good man you're looking for if you're not finding it in your own. If you're not finding this good man in your own backyard, meaning if you're not finding this black man that you're looking for that's going to love you and unconditionally, then and he's not giving you the respect that you desire, if he's not making you happy, 100% happy, it's fine to go out with someone else. It's okay. Because society will come in and tell you, I dare you date that man. Are they trying to mix races? I mean, oh yeah, I've heard it all. I have heard it all. You have to really be strong if you're going to be in a interracial relationship or marriage, because it's always going to be someone working against you. Always. So as long as you know that this is something that you can stand, this is something that you can go through and not break, then if you know that this is something that you can go through and not have some type of breakdown while dating and being in a interracial relationship, then you should do it by all means. And I say that because a lot of people, after they've been in those type of relationships, they are messed up because of the things they've gone through, either the things that their own families put them through or society put them through. So I say you have to be a strong one to be able to be in that type of relationship. So as long as you know that that's what you want, that's exactly what you should do. All I have to say now is just be happy. Just be happy and love yourself and love the person you're with, regardless of his race, her race, whomever. Just love who you're with. Okay? And as always, I would like to thank you for tuning in to Life as It Is with me, Dora Middleton. And until next time, I will be talking to you later.